everybody. Welcome to Just for Today. I'm Lisa Kaye. This is Miss Christie. Um, I can say no with love. Yeah, no is a full sentence. It represents so much, and that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Lots of us grew up thinking that no was a bad word. It would block us from opportunities. It would end relationships. We had to be yes, 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 yes all the time. But just for today, we're going to dive in a little bit this morning to talk about this big old sentence of no. And what does it mean to be able to say no with love? Just for today is a slogan in the rooms that just simply means that can we hear something this morning, see something on our chats, experience something in our souls this morning that will allow us to step a little different today, to add something into our recovery journey this morning. Because today is all we got. And I am so happy again to have Miss Christie on with us this morning. And she is just a spitfire recovery champion here at PRN. And you are going to see her a lot more. High energy, young energy, and that is just what Lisa Kay needed. So welcome Christy back again for Just for Today. We got Mr. David Cherry out there this morning saying good morning, ladies. Thank you. And hey, Miss Karen, glad to see you are on this morning. Let Christy and I know there's Miss Kim Porter. Miss Kim Porter's out in the backyard with a bunch of our folks from PRN. So we shout out everybody there. Let us know you're out there. Comment. Let us know what you think about this. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Christie so she can get us going for a great Friday. Take it away, Miss Christie.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see everyone virtually. So today, this is what we are going to be talking about. Just for today, my wellness journey has taught me the difference between walls and boundaries. Walls are solid and rigid. They keep others out, and they keep me trapped inside. Boundaries are flexible, changeable, removable. So it's up to me how open or closed I'll be at any given time. They let me decide what behavior is acceptable, not only from others, but from myself. Today, I can say no with love instead of hostility. So it doesn't put an end to my relationships. I've learned about boundaries through my recovery and wellness journey. As I decide what is and isn't acceptable for me, I learned to live protected without walls. So, just for today, do my defenses keep me safe or do they isolate me? Today, I can love myself enough to look for healthier ways to protect myself, ways that don't close everyone out. And here's a quote that I absolutely love. It's by Joseph Fort Newton. And it says, "People are lonely because they build walls instead of bridges."
Love that. Wow. Wow. Well, we got some other folks chiming in this morning. Christopher Coleman's in the house. Badass is in the house. He is
Good.
our Badass Incorporated of PRN. Good morning, Chris. I've missed seeing you. And we have, oh, I'm not sure. Oh, this is Suzanne chiming in. Suzanne, glad to see you. We're checking in. And Miss Lisa's on. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You guys are out there. Thank you. Let us know what you think about this no with love. No with love. Thank you, Christy, for reading our word this morning. There's Mr. David. That's wonderful and true. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Christy, when you read this yesterday and started meditating and letting it penetrate your soul, what was some of the things that it spoke to you about?
My wellness journey.
Mm,
And being able to grow and change and learn that boundaries aren't rigid. Boundaries are something for me in my wellness journey so that I'm able to take care of myself, so that I'm able to fill up my cup, so that I'm
mm,
able to give back and be present and in my wellness when I show up, whether that be at work, whether that be for friends or family, because I know for me that I can't pour from an empty cup.
Mm.
And when I try my boundaries, I become a people pleaser. I become all the things that, you know, I drank over, right? And
Mm.
so today I'm able to say, you know what? I am unable to do that for you today, maybe tomorrow. And
Mm.
thank you for respecting my boundary. And thank you for loving me unconditionally. And I'm able to do that today with a smile on my face and with pure and unconditional love for all the people out in the world, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where it spoke to me, and it showed me that like um how much I've grown in these 17 years of my wellness journey, right? And how much I can continue to grow each and every day, because every day that I wake up is a new day. So today is a new day. Tomorrow is gone,
Mm.
and or yesterday is gone, and tomorrow is not here yet. So just for today, I'm able to say no with love, and I'm forever grateful for that. What about you, Lisa?
Well, saying no has been very hard for me my entire life. Um, a lot of, I can only speak for me, and I don't want to generalize that every only child
Right.
grows up the way I did. So please believe me that I'm just speaking from Lisa's experience and not trying to say, put everybody in my pot, right? But for me, being an only child was set me up to be a people pleaser. My parents were my world, and so that's where I got my validation and a lot of my upbringing. And I'm that old Southern girl as well, so we say yes a lot, and we can be martyrs, right? And we want to walk through the world and just be that to everybody. And, I grew up where my grandparents, they did without, making sure everybody else was taken care of. And, people role modeled that for us, that we always put ourselves on the back burner. I didn't grow up knowing, even as a daughter and a mother and a wife, that I had to take care of me first. That was like weird to me. So in recovery, well, even before recovery, that carried over into my walk on the family side of addiction, walking beside my sons and my daughter. And I was that person that they went to, and I thought it was around love, but no, it was manipulation. And I manipulated them, they manipulated me. But I was the one running the streets, emptying the bank account, staying up all night. They were much more in control than I was, you know. And so I thought I just had to give my life up, and that was my fate. And I ended up being empty, like you spoke about, not being able to pour into anybody, not my job, not my other family members. I had on blinders. And so when I got into recovery and started learning that boundaries did not mean this blocked wall, concrete wall, that boundaries were love, that blew my brain. And it took me a while to really practice it. I could speak it, right? But actually doing it was a whole different ballgame. And still today, I struggle with it around those family members. Get that phone call. And I think it's that intentional thing that we have to put in front of us each day about what is acceptable for us today and what is not. Is today the day that we're all into everything because we filled our cup up, and we our spirit is mature. We know where we're going that day, and we have more freedom to help and do. But then there's those days that we have to put our phone on silent, take that nap, get into our meditation, go spend time with a friend, and not be interrupted by all the shenanigans out there in the world. And that is still hard. I mean, constantly looking at the phone to see if anybody did message you while you had your phone on silent, all those kind of things. It is a daily struggle, but I can see growth. I'm more rested. I have more peace. Um, I can make better decisions because of that. Because of that. Um, I love what Suzanne just mentioned, and I've just been diving into this cancel culture world. Um, and I have heard about it, but I'd never really dove in and really read about it and really started to get information. I love that she brought that up this morning about the cancel culture, and she's absolutely right. These boundaries, because when we don't have those boundaries, we can, as this says, cancel people out that don't see the way we do, speak the way we do, and believe the way we do. And we just cancel all those other people. They're not even human. They don't even exist. We just cancel them out. And being able to be in your wellness, being able to say no, have up those safe, loving boundaries, and actually walk in it will help us in so many ways to be open to people that don't look like us, who don't practice things the way we do, they don't see the world the way we do, because we're all human and we're all in this world together, right? So, but thank you, Suzanne, for bringing that up. And hello, Mr. Todd. Glad to see you on this morning. What else you got for us, Miss Christy?
Oh my God. Like, um, hearing about family, um, that's a big one for me. Whether, it doesn't matter whether it's blood or not, family is family, and not enabling and bringing that to the surface and, realizing that, um, everyone has their own path and everyone has their own journey, and how important it is to walk beside them and not walk for them. And I feel like boundaries and setting those boundaries with love is so important. And that is a daily process for me. Like, for sure. And making sure that when I find myself wanting to enable and wanting to, help others in a way that's maybe not necessarily beneficial, and not allowing them the opportunity to grow in their own wellness journey, taking that time to really step back and say, okay, like, they have their higher power and they have that plan, and we may not know what that plan is, but their higher power does. And I have to have that respect and that love and know that I am sending them in love and that I am walking beside them and I'm here to support them, not do for them. And vice versa. And for me too, and the people in my life, right? So gosh, I love this. I love this just for today. It has really just blown my mind. It's just hit home for me in a lot of ways, and I love that we're having conversations virtually with people, and that people are opening their hearts and their minds to just for today, and I'm growing and I'm learning from our audience as well as them learning from us, and that's just such an incredible thing. And I don't know, I'm just sitting here in lots and lots of gratitude currently at this current moment is what I'm feeling. And just yeah, I'm blown away currently.
Well, I'm glad to see that, because you are just full of energy, and it just ekes from you. And I'm so glad that you were interested in coming on with me and introducing yourself to our virtual family, because a lot of the folks that come on don't even live around Charlotte, right? And even people who watch later from Australia. And they just love how we do things down here in the Carolinas, and that's great. I think they really like to hear us talk, to be honest with you, and laugh at us, but that's okay too. But I really wanted the world to see you. I wanted our virtual family, recovery family, to see you, and you to have this opportunity to grow in this, because your message is not only beautiful, but it's tight. I mean, you walk it, you live it. People can see it from you, and I want everybody to see that. So you guys are going to see a lot more of Christy on this platform and others, live or virtually, and just here at PRN. And so I love that you are growing in this and want to embrace it. But boundaries, saying no with love. Um, Thank you guys for coming on this morning and saying amen and helloing us and chiming in on how important this topic is. So just for today, can you walk, just add this today. That's all you got, is to intentionally figure out where you are today. Where does your boundaries, your blanket need to be today? So you can enter into your day, into the world, wherever you're going today, how you can enter it in love and being able to take care of yourself. And know that no is love. No is number one, love to yourself, right? And that we can don't have to worry, truly don't have to worry that people will run away from us. Because I try to say yes as much as I can, as much as I can. And I do a lot. I do a lot of yeses. But it is difficult sometimes to cut that off and really sit back and take care of your own priorities, which number one is you. And you are enough, and you are worthy of practicing this. You are not in recovery. We are not expected to be doormats and to be the yes people and stay up all day, all night, work 20 days in a row, all these different things going on, and you have the expectation of yourself that you're going to pop up and be 100%. Well, you're pretty silly to think that. I was pretty silly to think that. And so just for today, can you walk just for today in this no with love, understanding that your boundary is not a big old concrete wall, that it truly, truly means that you are taking care of yourself. And if you're in recovery, you know that we have to give and model, because people are watching us. It's not so much what comes out of your mouth, but what your hands and your feet do, right? And how your spirit shows up at work, how your spirit shows up in your community meetings or your congregation, your church, wherever you land. How is your spirit showing up, right? Christy, we got some people chatting. What are they saying?
Aaron says, if we don't say yes authentically, we say yes resentfully. And that is powerful. That is a powerful, powerful statement. And it's so true. It's so true, because then we start to bubble inside, and then we become resentful, and then we isolate, and then they forget it. Like, why even? So true. I love that. That is such a powerful statement, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you for putting your 2 cents in. We love your 2 cents. So thank you.
Exactly. Well, I don't know about you, Christy, but being resentful is not a place I want to be. And I have had that resentment sometimes in my life. And now that can sit back and self-examine my soul, and I can actually see my part in it. And most of the time, I do have to say that I could have changed things, right? I could have said no. I could have, shifted a different way, but I didn't, and I didn't repeatedly, right? So I became resentful, and that is a tough place to be, and it just doesn't wash away very easily when you find yourself sitting in resentment. And Aaron's absolutely right. When we are smiling and saying yes, but inside screaming no, you are going to rise up and be resentful, and it's going to take a while to shake that off. And for us as humans to realize that we had control all along.
Yeah.
We really did. And it's not that person's fault for accepting our yes. And they have every right to ask us, right? But it's our responsibility to know when it is time to put the soft blanket of love, of boundaries around, and be able to say, you know what? I really wish I could today. I'm
Yes.
not going to be able to help you today, but tomorrow, let's revisit that. Give me a call tomorrow. Or yes, tomorrow is going to work out better for me. Today is not a good day, and I want to be able to show up for you and help you 100%. And that's not okay. Can't do that today, right? So
Yes.
there's some. You don't have to be ugly about it. You don't have to say hell no. You don't
Yeah.
have to be. You don't have to get yourself all activated about it.
Right.
Love isn't that way, is it? It's just not going to be able to do that today, right?
And then with big hugs.
Yes, yes. Todd says, first, do no harm, even when there has been years of pain. Ooh, yes. Mm. Wow, drop the mic there. Absolutely. Absolutely. We all have had pain, heartache, trauma, loss. And in recovery, we're able to start that healing and recognizing where some stuff came from. But if we don't love ourselves enough to put up that blanket of boundaries with love, then and we store up this resentment or we tire ourselves completely out, that pain will do harm to others. We don't intentionally want it to, but if we don't take care of ourselves, it will eke out some way and it can hurt folks. And that's not who we are at PRN, and it's not who we are in recovery. Um, we can always be kind, even when we have to say no, right? Take care of ourselves. Thank you, Todd. Christy, any final words before we wrap this just for today up so everybody can get on with this beautiful Friday?
Just for today, practice self-love, practice those boundaries, and I'll do the same just for today. And ourself and going leaving just for today with love and filtering that love out to yourselves and to the world around you. And know that at PRN, we love you and we're so grateful that you came on this morning to share this wonderful knowledge and experience with us. And we appreciate all of you. So thank you.
Yes, we do. Well, guys, we're gonna head on out. Erin's bringing her love to everybody. Silly girl. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you, Lisa. We love you too. You are so welcome. We are privileged to dive into this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we're going to be here on those days at 9 a.m. And you come and join us. If you're watching later, it's already taped. You can still comment. Christy and I will see those. We'll chat back with you and love on you, even if it's later, right?
Yep.
You guys have a great Friday, and we'll see you Monday at 9 a.m. for another version of Just for Today with Miss Christy and Lisa Kaye. And you guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Go grab this day and make it all it can be. And we love you guys, and we'll see you Monday.
Love you. Thank you. Mwah.